My cramps come and go, periodically. Hi, I'm Tracy Lockwood Beckerman. I'm a registered dietitian in New York City, and it's my job to help you figure out what to eat and why. What you might not know about me is that I specialize in women's health issues. As an RD, I'm passionate about teaching women how to eat in sync with their hormones and cycles. So much so that I wrote a book about it called The Better Period Food Solution. And today's episode is your sneak preview. When you think of dealing with your menstrual cycle, certain remedies probably come to mind. Advil or Motrin, hot water bottles and patches, taking a warm bath. You might not think food has anything to do with managing your cycle, unless you're talking about that giant bowl of chocolate ice cream that always seems to come to mind at a certain time of the month. But turns out eating has a lot to do with your menstrual health. Eating with your cycle in mind can help balance your hormones, ease the pain of cramps, regulate your cycle, and more. In this episode of You vs. Food, I'll help you navigate what foods will actually support your hormones and cycle. Some people call me a psychopath. These are some science-backed tips that you can use to alleviate PMS, banish bloat, and other period symptoms, and increase your energy throughout your cycle. Let's start with what to eat when you feel those first PMS symptoms coming on. You know, when you feel a little more cranky and start to get a little bit more bloated. Eat magnesium-rich foods. During the last 7 to 10 days of your cycle, that's before your period, get your magnesium in. It'll help fight fatigue, and it will help also squash pain associated with cramps. Magnesium is naturally found in foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, and even dark chocolate. Yes. Eat fiber-rich foods for constipation and bloating. When you're hella cranky and your fave pants are fitting kinda weird, it's time to choose foods high in fiber to limit PMS-related constipation and bloating. Fiber equals gut health, which equals bowel regularity, which means see you later bloating. Eat plenty of berries, dark leafy vegetables, and whole grains. Hot tip, if you don't drink enough water to flush all those fiber-rich foods through your gut, you may experience even more bloating and cramps. Yikes! So keep your body going like a well-oiled machine and drink that H2O. Up your vitamin D, calcium, and B6 to boost mood. Vitamin D plays a critical role in reproductive health and mood regulation and has been a hot-button topic in its relation to PMS. Research has shown that women who ate a diet high in vitamin D reduced their risk of PMS by 40%, and studies suggest that consuming daily doses of vitamin D and calcium supplements may help to limit mood swings and decrease anxiety and stress. Foods like eggs with cheese, yum, or salmon with bok choy will set you up for the perfect combo of calcium and vitamin D light. Don't forget vitamin B6. Lots of research has found that vitamin B6 can manage PMS symptoms. The vitamin synthesizes more feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin to turn that frown upside down. Seek out foods like bananas, brown rice, and eggs. Make sure you're getting enough zinc. This nutrient plays a vital role in regulating the menstrual cycle and making sure all hormones are working properly. In fact, zinc helps to power up thyroid hormones that are essential in regulating the menstrual cycle. Plus, a lack of zinc can disrupt normal ovulation and can prevent the release of an egg. So sprinkle your life with zinc by eating more pumpkin seeds, shellfish, and legumes. Let's move on to the changes you can make when Auntie Flo officially comes to town. Oh, hello, Aunt Flo. Increase iron and vitamin B12 intake for fatigue. When blood loss occurs due to the shedding of the uterine lining during menstruation, it's time to pump up the iron stat. If you experience a heavy flow, too much iron may be escaping your body, leaving your red blood cells low and your brain feeling foggy. To restore your vibrance and pizzazz, eat foods like cooked spinach, apricots, meats, tofu, lentils, and oysters. Oyster happy hour, anybody? For more efficient iron absorption, pair plant-based iron-rich foods with foods high in vitamin C. Vitamin B12 can also dip low through period-related loss, causing you to feel exhausted. Eating foods like clams, salmon, tuna, or fortified soy products will balance vitamin B12 levels. Omega-3 fatty acids have anti-inflammatory effects, which may help to limit the pain associated with the natural release of prostaglandins from the uterus. Prostaglandins are lipids that create normal inflammation, but in excess can basically make your cramps feel even worse. Yikes! Flax seeds, walnuts, salmon, or omega-3 enriched eggs will do the trick to help reduce inflammation and beat back those pesky cramps. Keep your blood sugar and carb intake balanced. Eating every 3 to 4 hours can help to manage blood sugar levels. This will help to avoid cortisol spikes or mood swings that may occur. And for my low carb or keto fans, just a warning that eating low in carbs can spike your cortisol levels, which may make your hormones go haywire. Limit super stimulating foods. During PMS, it may be helpful to moderate or even eliminate caffeinated beverages. Yes, that means your matcha latte, to help reduce feelings of anxiety or jitteriness. Remember, everyone's bodies are uniquely different through their menstrual cycle. So make sure to take specific and personalized and even graphic and descriptive notes in an app or journal about your symptoms, mood changes, and energy levels. You know, sometimes we just gotta go with the flow. As with anything, be your own detective, and if something feels different or just not right, talk to your doc. So you're stuck with your period for the majority of your life. Why don't you just learn about it a little bit more? I'll help you. For all of that, go buy my book. And in the meantime, subscribe to Well+Good's YouTube channel for more Tracy tips. Come on, Aunt Flo, you're welcome anytime. But not when I'm wearing white.